Next time you see me, of course, you start. This phone, it's not outside. Like,
Good evening, viewers. You're welcome to yet another edition of the APC Media Chat, organized by the Akwa Ibom State chapter of the APC, as put together by the Media and Publicity Committee of the APC. From wherever you're watching us live, thank you very much for joining us on today's edition of the program. My name is Iris Emmanuel. Thank you once again for joining us. 2023 in Nigeria is yet another time for the general election. Nigerians at this point in time, more than ever, are very concerned about the people they will be elected into public office. Therefore, it is very important for Nigerians at this point in time to be involved. Particularly in Nigeria, we have seen lots of young people getting very involved in politics. And like I said on the show here, I think a few days back, the antecedents of this candidate will play a very key role in their emergence in the general election. Times are changing. The 2023 general election has been predicted to be very fluid and very uncertain in Nigeria. And that's the beauty of the program here. That's the APC Media Chat, where we try as much as we can to bring you candidates of the APC in Akwa Ibom State to have a robust interaction with you and, of course, the voters, their supporters, and, of course, Nigerians at large. So you get to know them up close and personal and ask them questions via our online platform, and we have an interaction so you can understand exactly what and who they are, where they're coming from, and what they're bringing to the table. On the show today, it is my pleasure to play host to a very fine, distinguished gentleman here from Akwa Ibom State, a man who has been around for quite some time as far as politics is concerned. He's not new, I think, on the turf of politics. My guest on the show today is the APC candidate for Ikono-Ini Federal Constituency, Sir Sunday Robert. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you join us.
Thank you. Precious mine.
I'm quite curious. I'm just your JC, that's the Aqua United JC, actually caught my attention.
Okay.
It simply means it appears as though you were a very local person, like you love everything back home here.
Beautiful. I used to be Arsenal fan, but they gave me so much headache. I have to switch over to my local team.
That's Aqua United.
Aqua United. I'm their fan.
All right.
I'm their
That's
fan.
nice.
Yeah.
All right. You are the APC candidate for Ikono-Ini Federal Constituency. I'd like to begin with the experiences or your experience with the primaries. I mean, I hear it was. I wouldn't say I hear. We know it was a very challenging time, as far as the APC Akwa Ibom State here is concerned, electing, candidates. I'd like you to give us, what was the experience like? How did you feel about your emergence?
Well, thank you so much, the presenter. Funny enough, I was a lone candidate.
You were?
Yes, but even though I was a lone candidate, I was still having issues. Issues in the terms that, I find myself in the middle of two primaries. One conducted by the Austin Ekandem lead group, and the one conducted by the authentic APC state chairman.
Okay.
So in that case, I have to switch to where the APC had their primaries.
Okay, so I think it would appear as though you were very prepared.
Yeah, not that I was prepared, even though I went unopposed, but I was very, very much prepared because the Electoral Act amended 2022 says that even though you are unopposed candidate, but you still have to stand for the primaries.
Okay.
Yeah, but to me, it was okay.
I'd like to ask, did you consult widely? Did you talk to your people about your ambition, and how was the reception like?
Beautiful. I talked to a lot of people. I lobbied them. I met with the stakeholders of APC, even though on the other side, I consulted the secretary, the South Secretary of APC. I consulted the national, the member who representing us at the national level. and also at the grassroots.
Okay.
The youth, the women, and the elders, I carry all of them along to a
Well, my producer informed me here that you were a grassroots politician. It's simply,
I
I
have,
like you. I like to.
I have always been a grassroots politician.
Okay.
I was one time the national president of Uni Student for 3 good years.
Okay.
So I'm rooted in the grassroots. That is why in the general election, if I should tell you now that in the general election, it will look as if I'm also going unopposed.
Well, you can't say that the elections have not taken place yet.
But that is because of the level of work I have done so far.
Well, that's your opinion.
If the election takes place tomorrow, I'll sweep the election. I'll win 90% of the votes.
Well, the campaigns are not here yet, actually.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's talk about your candidacy. Now, after you emerged as a candidate of the APC, you said you went unopposed, but I'd like to know, did you reach out to people? Did you, were people aggrieved? If they were aggrieved, did you make any attempt to reconcile, persons who may not have been comfortable with your emergence?
Well, like I told you, I consulted people.
Okay.
People who were supposed to contest against me because of my person. They have to withdraw for me.
Oh, really?
So they withdrew, and that is why I
Right.
became unopposed candidate in the
Well,
election.
curiously, Nigerians would like to know, why do you want to go represent your people at the National Assembly? Why?
Beautiful. If you have been to Ikonini, you will cry. We are lacking behind in everything, apart from the human capacity. We have graduates who have left school 10 years ago that still roaming the streets. That is why if you come to my place, most of them are into politics. I remember when I left school, I went for service. Because of my good results, the first job I had, I got it from the camp as a banker.
Oh, you were actually a banker?
Yeah, I've been in the banking sector for close to about 15 years before I resigned.
Okay.
So my people, in terms of road, there's no road. I find it difficult to reach out to my people.
Where do you come from exactly?
I'm from Etim Monuso.
Itumbunuso.
Yeah, Etim Monuso is in the local government, Ward 3.
Okay.
Yes. And there's no road to Etim Monuso. There's no road to anywhere in Ini. No road at all. There's no single good road in Ini.
Are you speaking as a politician or
I'm
you...
not speaking as a politician. I'm speaking as a member of APC who is desirous to help my people. If by God's grace, God send me to National Assembly, I will bring a new narrative into the system.
How will you make that happen? I mean, as a National Assembly member, you can do so much.
Don't say I can. I have worked in Abuja and lived there for 12 good years. I know what it takes to bring project to your people. I know what it takes to empower your people. I know what it takes to help your people as a banker. You know, bankers have a lot of connections.
Okay.
I'm not going to Abuja as a JJC. I'm going there to make my people feel that for once they have sent someone to represent them. And they're expecting so much from me because they know my capacity and they know what I can do.
What are your people expecting from you exactly?
They
What are the
don't-
major challenges? You've talked about road infrastructure, yes, but what exactly for young persons, young people who are out of school?
Employment.
Okay.
We have police every year that are recruiting, customer recruiting, civil defense, road safety, and all the agencies of government. How many of the people have been lucky over these years to be employed in those agencies? None. Go and check. Very few. Should I say 1%?
Are you going to change it? Are you going to make a difference?
I have to beg them. I have to beg. I have to go on my knees and beg them. Please help my people. That is why they send me to this place. I don't have any other thing to do apart from, sponsoring of bills and all, But the other aspect that is sending me to go and tell the world, to go and tell Nigerians, look, there is a place called Ikonini that has been neglected and marginalized over the years. So there's no way I will go and beg. Even if I come to beg you, you want to give me a slot?
Let's stay on that a bit. I'm quite intrigued by what you just said.
Yeah.
Where you from what you said here, that you would practically go on your knees begging for people in Abuja there to employ your people into the federal agencies.
Yeah.
Can you actually do that, or it's just a political statement?
Why can't I do it? I'm a very humble man. I came from a very humble background. I served Mass as a Catholic up to my secondary school level. I was still serving Mass in our church, local church. Humility is in me. What does it take for me to kneel down and tell you, please, I need this from you. I need that from you.
Would you do that?
Why can't I do
Because
it?
I'm very, it's something that has been on my mind for quite some time, where you see most of this, I think in Akwa Ibom here, the only person that has really made so much deliberate action in terms of, employing our people. I don't want to mention names, but there are very few persons. I know one of them is from, I think, Ekpo or thereabout. He's tried. Another person that has done so much in terms of, facilitating employment for our young people in Akwa Ibom here is, what's his name again? I think Babantan. I think, yeah, he's tried. So I'm very particular about that. Let's stay on that a bit.
Okay.
Are you going there to deliberately lobby, pursue employment slot for your people?
Beautiful. I will do that.
I'm going to take you up on that. If, you talked about the grace of God, God takes you there and you don't do this.
Why won't I do it? I told you I live in Abuja. I left my job as a banker, a manager in a bank. Let me remind you, maybe I was the one that built the Federal Mortgage Bank at Taka Road. I bought the land. I built that house before I left the bank. So if I can do that, when I was transferred to you, there was no branch of Federal Mortgage Bank in Akwa Ibom State. They did not have their own office. They were occupying a very small office along Akwa Ibom Road. Because I was coming in from a commercial banking background. And I said, no, we can't do this. We need our own building. I wrote to the management, and approval was gotten.
At the time you were working with the bank?
Yeah.
All right.
I put it there. If you pass through Akaro, you see a green and blue building. I was the one that actually built that house for them.
Okay.
You understand? So I always, everything I do, the first thing that will come into my mind is to remember where I come from. Is to remember my background, my people. If you go to my place now, I am here in the studio right now, but they are working.
What do you mean by that exactly?
What I mean is that they are going around talking to people because of one man, one vote. We didn't need their votes. This is not the time that they will go and write results somewhere and submit it to INEC. No, the time has come for the vote to be counted. You understand? So how can we win? You cannot win if you believe that this and that will happen. No, we believe on a straightforward election. One man, one vote.
So are you taking the campaign back home like you just said?
I'm just coming back from the village right now.
Are you talking to them about the importance of their PVCs and the need for them to go out
Beautiful.
to vote?
They even called me that a particular candidate has been going around collecting their voters'
You don't need
card.
to mention anybody's name.
No,
Those are allegations.
that's
You
why I
cannot
said,
prove it.
yes.
Okay.
They're going around collecting voters' card. What are you using for? What would you use those voters' card for?
So are you educating them deliberately? Do you have a team, like a team of people who are going there educating your people?
I have teams, not team.
Okay.
Who are going around begging people, talking to people on the essence, on reason why I should be in the National Assembly in 2023. As I'm here right now, they are working for me.
All right.
I'm not paying them. It's a community service. For the first time in economy, they come to realize this is the man God has sent to help them. So, like I told you, if they can work for me free, that means I am ready to pursue their interests free.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you mean by pursue their interest free? Are you
What
going
is
there for your people or you're going there for yourself?
I'm
I know,
going there
I know politicians will always say, hey, I'm going there for the people.
No. If you look at my poster, it is boldly written, smart intervention. Smart intervention for the interest of our people. It's not about me. It's not about my family.
Okay.
It's about the people of Ikonoanini who have not experienced a quality representation. They have tried. But I still need to go and improve on what others have done. So many things are lacking behind. And that is why they say, God, thank you for giving us smart this time around.
If I'm not being too pushy, outside, employment for your people, lobbying for employment for your people, what else are the challenges of your people that you would like to address if given the opportunity?
Road. I would say road.
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 Are they that bad?
We don't have any road. We don't have any road in Ikonini. I don't want to start saying a lot of things here. We don't have roads. So if I employ them and give them good roads, lobby and give them roads, even if I'm not doing any other thing, they will be so happy with me. They will bring out drums.
How do you hope to achieve this? A lawmaker, you do not have the resources to construct roads from your pocket.
But lawmakers have oversight function.
To, draw government attention to all of this.
Severally, we have sent several letters to other intervention agencies over time to help us. We have done that.
What has been the outcome?
No good result. Still expecting.
Okay.
Last year, December, I did a letter to one agency in Abuja to come and build a healthcare center for us. And they acknowledged it, but up till now, nothing has happened.
Okay.
I have not seen them. They said they will come.
You mean you have been pursuing all of this individually?
As a community, we pursue it together. Like the secondary school in my community, Abak Secondary School. We waited for the government to come and do the renovation after so many years. They did not come. What do? We gather people together and say, so and so estimate, this is how much you have to contribute. My estimate, we contributed 30,000 naira each. You understand? To refurbish the school.
Was that done?
Yes, yes.
What's the name of the school? So we can
Secondary school, Secondary school, Eboy. We finished one all before the Akwa Ibom state government, through interministerial, came in to see how they can help, but they abandoned the project.
Where is this exactly?
Etim Secondary School, Ebo.
Okay.
So that is it. We have been pursuing it and we are still doing it.
All right, I know Nigerians at this point in time are very aware. We'll talk about the voters card awareness campaign,
okay.
But let's talk about another aspect that is very key, where Nigerians are very concerned. In fact, the agenda setting is about local government autonomy. What's your position on that? Are you comfortable the way things are, or are you going to go about bringing a change in the way the local government is being run?
That is the best that will ever happen in the local government setting. My dad was a man, and things was working. You employ a lot of people. When we were growing up, we used to see the men cutting classes, putting things, cleaning the roads. You go to the headquarters of your council, you see people working. But today, no local government is working. People go to work when they know that they start.
You happen to be there.
Who wouldn't stand by that? It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. Provided the governor would allow it to work.
Well, the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, did not support local government autonomy at the time. President Muhammadu Buhari was trying to, get the approval of the 26 House of Assembly across, I think, 26, so all the House of Assembly across Nigeria. Akwa Ibom State was one of those states that outrightly rejected local government autonomy. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, because here, the House of Assembly is being controlled by the state governors here in Akwa Ibom. So he who paid the pipers, they take the tune. You cannot do it because before they even know about this bill and every other thing that was coming, they have already had a meeting with the governor, and the governor said, look, don't support the autonomy because it's the government, it's the governor that's totally in charge of local government fund.
Let me ask you very pointedly here.
Yeah.
Assuming that APC stands election, well, I'm saying assuming. It's not like it may happen, it may not happen, but assuming that, yes, APC wins the 2023 election in Akwa Ibom State, and you are, of course, by the grace of God, you happen to be there also.
Yeah.
And then the issue of local government autonomy comes up, and then the governor is saying, hey, look, let the status quo remain. Would you, as a member representing Ikonini, stand up to speak your truth? Stand up and challenge the people in power to say, hey, look, this is not right. Can you do that? Is that the kind of person you are? Are you a man of integrity?
Well, our candidate in the person of Akanodofia would always support people-oriented projects and services. What do I mean by that? He's not a man that will fit on the local government fund. He's already a billionaire. So what does he want to do with local government fund? He will not stop that. He's a man that will say, look, local government chairman, come and carry your money. But come and retire it at the end of the day. You have to retire the money.
When you say retire, in terms of how you
spend the
it?
money, yes.
Okay.
You have to retire the money. Because in those days, you pay 10 million naira into the local government fund. That same moment, a local government chairman with the treasurer will connive and withdraw the money. And the story ends there. Nobody queried them. Nobody supervised them. Nobody audited them. They use people's money freely.
Will that change with the APC?
Beautiful. That's one of the things that APC will bring into the table.
All right.
Each local government have to control their fund. Control
Do
your
you believe in that? Or that you would, people would think it may just be political rhetoric. Do you believe indeed will not count, and so there's no point going out during election to vote? But we see the realities on ground in 2023. Of course, this is 2022, but the realities we see with the awareness of Nigerians at this point in time, it appears as though, yes, their vote will indeed count in 2023. What's the message? What's the campaign you're taking to your people in that regard? Are you encouraging them to go out and vote on election day?
Sincerely speaking, we have been doing a lot of that. Sensitization across the 21 wards in Ikonini.
Okay.
They are fully aware. If you ask any voter in Ikonini today, they will tell you, look, this time around, there's no carry. They will tell you, look, this time around, there's no carry run. This time around, there is no one single person can claim to own a particular ward or unit. I have told them, look, on the election day, the beaver will capture your face and capture your fingerprint. And they are fully prepared for that. Meaning that their own vote will count on the election day.
Okay. So are you campaigning for them to go get their PVCs?
Till tomorrow, I'm not only campaigning, I'm taking the INEC officials to the areas. You know, we have some new units. We are working with the INEC, taking them to the communities to go and register voters. And we thank God for the extension.
What's the turn-up like?
We have massive turnout. Massive. They are still calling me, Honorable, we have so and so number of people have not been registered. We have so and so number of people here. So what do? I talk to the EO. We need machine in so and so community, please. And they respond.
Oh, it's good to know. INEC is responding and appears to be equal to the task.
No. I won't lie to you. I won't sit down here and condemn what they are doing. They are doing a good job in my place.
So you have faith in INEC to conducting a free and fair election?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Do you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, it's not
where people go cast their vote and then their vote will count. Wouldn't that reduce, at least, if not completely to the barest minimum, all of these infractions during the elections?
Well, I don't think that will reduce much. Let me tell you something you don't know. You see, all these units created, they are owners of units. They are owners of those units.
When you say owners of units, are these,
what I mean by owners of the units
is legal?
They are elders, they are youth who control a particular unit. Okay. You go out on election day, and the elders come out and tell you, look, on this election, this particular election, assuming in the House of Reps, this is who we want. Everybody, if they say we want all the voters to vote APC for House of Representatives, everybody will vote APC.
Oh, really? Are you stating facts or you're making allegations as to, all of these concerns?
I am telling you exactly what is going on all over the country.
Okay.
They have people who guide the voters on how to vote.
All right.
It might not be outright rigging, but they are guided.
So these are your concerns. These are your concerns and worries.
Yes, yeah. Because again, don't also forget money has come into play today politics.
Okay.
The voters that are interested in who pays
Are you talking to them about vote buying also? Because we saw vote buying play out so much in in Ekiti State and all of that. Are you talking to your people about vote buying and the dangers that come with it? Are you taking a campaign to them?
You know, so many of them believe that you pay me for my PVC and I vote for you. That's what they believe in the villages.
Have you spoken with them about it, the dangers
every day I talk to them. They don't want to know. They say, give it to me now. When you go, you finish it. Go and eat the rest.
So how are you going to deal with that as we approach the elections?
That is why we are working every day, every night, to inform them on the dangers.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, APC in particular, we have the voters that even if you give them money, they will not take in APC. Okay. We are not worried because our supporters base remain intact. Yeah.
All right. Well, in case you just joined us, you're listening to Sir Sunday Robert. He is the APC candidate for Ikonini Federal Constituency, talking to us here on the APC Media Chat organized by the Akwa Ibom State chapter of the APC. But before we say our goodbyes here very quickly, I'd like you to, maybe in our local dialect, people are watching us across the entire world, but maybe in our local dialect, talk to your people on the dangers of vote buying and why they need to believe in you. Yes, the campaigns are not here, but at least you could talk with them. I'm sure you understand their challenges.
If you say I should talk to them in our local dialect now, if I talk to you in 2 months, will you understand?
Okay, I'm going to try. Okay. Well, the general language everybody understands.
Yeah,
of course.
I speak now.
Okay.
Somebody that care vote buying for no. I am vote. I am future of you. I am future of your children and your children to come. In here come. Some birong. Emina kira idong awo utometi awo. The smarati agami. Idong ayo utom. Na ago ko nang boy sok mo fo. Mbo na wa ka Abuja. Iki nyam vote. Iki bo PC in for my ID wo se na ma wo ka INEC office ka bo mbom fo ka ma go bok. Awo ma bo ya be na di nyame no gold mien. Ya ni bi be wo renta ya mi de your voters card. If on no you among.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. That's a fine place to leave our conversation today. Thank you very much, Sunday Robert,
Thank you so
the APC candidate for Ikonini Federal Constituency, talking to us here on the APC Media Chat. A big thank you to you. Like you heard, vote buying is very dangerous. If you have your PVC, it is your power. Nigerians are very aware, and Nigerians are ready to take their future in their own hands. If you see on social media, young people are very involved in politics, and therefore your PVC is that ticket you need to be a part of the change process in Nigeria. You listen to my guest here. Vote buying, you sell your future and that of your children. Go get your PVC. Be a part of the change process. And that's the beauty of democracy. Thank you very much for joining us on today's edition of the program. A big thank you to the media team here, the media committee team, Michael Matthew. A big thank you to Destiny Young. A big thank you to Otuekong in Yobong. Thank you very much for your contribution to making this program a success. Join us again some other time within the week. Until then, stay blessed and stay safe. Bye-bye.